morning, everybody. Brian Glenn here, Whiteside Broadcasting. Want to jump on here real quickly and give you an idea of what Washington, D.C. looks like on this Saturday as we move into next week for inauguration. Now, I know that you've seen reports on social media, you've seen the pictures, and a lot of that, of what you've seen, is pretty accurate. But I will say this. We flew in last night. Let me just walk here. By the way, I'm on the corner of H and 15th Street. Our old apartments was right there. And just in the last day or so, they put up a tent. These people here, I think, are waiting to be escorted to wherever their place of employment is down there. Long line for that. But let me just walk with me real quickly. Obviously, we've been in D.C. for a couple months, and the boards were always put up. That was something that we saw from day one. But now, it's gone to an entirely different level of protection. Good morning, wherever you guys watch us. I appreciate you tuning in today. We landed last night, and I would say this: if you're planning on coming to D.C. for whatever reason, you're not going to be able to drive in the city, anywhere near the Capitol, the White House. We took the train and had to walk several blocks, about a mile and a half to be exact, to get to our hotel. So if you're planning on coming to the area, you're not going to be able to get in. They keep expanding the street closures. Almost every night they expand the closures. And let me show you something right now. Okay, see that white tent down there? These are various checkpoints around DC. I would probably say every other block there's a checkpoint. There's another one on the side of this park here. So obviously, I can't imagine any businesses being open right now because everything looks like this, okay? All the streets are barricaded. There simply is no driving in this area, except for, obviously, government officials, things like that. But let me walk towards this area. And I'll give you an idea of what it looks like. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read a lot of the comments on here, but it's kind of hard to do it and show you stuff at the same time. So we're going to be here for several days. And by the way, we have an exclusive with Mike Lindell coming up today. I believe that's at 1 o'clock Eastern time. As you know, he was at the White House yesterday. We'll find out exactly why he was there. Okay, so every street, every kind of entry point into the White House area is blocked off. More white tents down there. There's another one of those, let's see if I can pull in a little tighter. Another one of those white, it looks like some type of checkpoint. I don't know. I mean, some of these were put up just in the last several hours, overnight actually. Streets for the most part are empty. We walked last night from the train station to our hotel and didn't see a single person. So what you're seeing in front of us right now likely are just workers, construction workers, or going to whatever. But definitely a different scene. Let me get down here to Black Lives Rally, or Black Lives Matter Plaza, I guess you could say. They're even set up here, which is odd. But you can imagine all these buildings here. Everything. I mean, it's hard to find a building that's not boarded up, that's not fenced in. And we can get into reasons why a lot of this is boarded up and protected, and we can discuss that later. And perhaps we'll do that with Mike at 1 o'clock today. But it's almost like this city is anticipating this gigantic inauguration. An inauguration that Joe Biden has said many times that is small and informal due to health concerns. So I don't know why this thing is being, by the way, that's the reason why there's no parking on the streets. Alright guys. Alright, now we're coming up on Black Lives Matter Plaza. And yes, those guys are still out here. They have able to, I guess, set up their own little staging area. Which, by the way, there's a lot of these portable cell phone receivers, communication towers. I don't know. I'm not a tech guy like that, but there's a lot of these around the city, which I can't imagine why. All right. So, despite the lockdown, despite all of the security measures, these guys are still set up. And behind there, you'll see this is the White House. See if I can point it out to you. Right there, behind those flags, is the White House. But these guys are still out here. And, of course, they have all the rights to assemble as they want as well, so we'll pay them no attention right at this point. But as you can see, everything's boarded up. Okay, I'm going to try to walk. This next block is where we're staying, and just overnight they added more security fencing around the White House. Now this is the area that the press would go in, and this is the area that we entered the White House, and I'll show that to you. Good morning, wherever you're watching us from. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us that you guys have stayed alongside us this long, and we certainly appreciate your support. Obviously, we're viewer supported, so it means a lot when you guys donate, so we appreciate it. And of course, our good friend Mike Lindell. Yeah, here's this is DC, folks. This is what you get. And by the way, I've gotten numerous threats on my life, on my family. I don't care. Those things don't bother me. But just to let you guys know the toxic situation that is DC right now. Very toxic. Okay, just bear with me. I'm trying to, let me cut through this way. Okay, so, this is Connecticut, okay? Okay, all this construction on the left-hand side, that has been specifically for whatever they have planned for inauguration. The expansion there. It's going up here. As you can see, I could imagine being a restaurant right now. I could imagine being a business at all down here. Trying to survive, trying to stay open. Okay, going down here to, this is Connecticut. I believe this is H, but I'm not mistaken. Let me get up here and see. When we left last week, all of this fencing was just starting. And the placement of the dump trucks and stuff to block off roads, That was in the very initial stage of the setup. Okay, that's typically where you'd be able to walk by, but that's all blocked off. Now let me show you what they did last night. Once again, we appreciate you guys tuning in this morning. Coming up at 1 o'clock Eastern time, I'm sitting down with Mike Lindell. We'll find out exactly why he was at the White House yesterday. There's a lot of speculation why he was there. I just don't know. But we'll find out. And we'll make sure you guys get a good heads up when that happens. If you guys are wondering, it's pretty cold, mid-30s, a little bit of a wind, so another chilly day here in Washington. Okay, so we're now, this is where we're staying. This is your DC right here. This is your DC right now. Let me go through here. Okay, this fencing here is what they just put up last night. Okay, this is where we go in for press videos. Our press entrance is over there. Typically, I don't know if they've changed that since. But this was not here last night. This huge barrier right here was not here last night. Alright, so you've got this, it's like an 8-foot steel barrier around this whole perimeter here. I believe that's the Eisenhower building. We'll get a little bit closer. And then behind that is the White House. Or right next to that, I should say. Good morning. By the way, one of the few restaurants that are open right now is McDonald's in this whole area. So, shout out to McDonald's. We're fighting through all this. Okay, so like I said, this was just put up last night. This was not here. This fencing was not here. So this gives you an idea, really, how quickly they moved to put all this up. And once again, I don't understand the logics behind it. I don't know if they're expecting 2 million people for this inauguration or what, but this is quite the setup for security purposes. Here's some more tents. Looks like some type of Good morning. All right, so good morning.
Did you go by Pennsylvania Avenue where the White House is?
You can go up to. You gotta go a couple blocks up.
This one.
Yes, sir. Go up that way, then make a right.
Okay.
Yeah, the next stoplight, make a right.
Okay.
Yes, sir. All right. So anyway, here's a entrance here. I was told this is kind of where the media lines up. But here's my point, guys. Here's my point. What's going on here? What's going on here? For a time that I thought we weren't going to have a public inauguration, this is set up like it's a Super Bowl or something. I mean, these massive fencing systems, these checkpoints. I really don't understand it. Now, obviously, we have not seen any of the National Guards that have been deployed, because I've heard reports of 20,000 or so. I haven't seen those, obviously. We can walk around later. But my goodness. My goodness. Incredible. Okay, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I appreciate everyone's support this morning. It means a lot. Hopefully, there we go. So hopefully you can join us today at 1 o'clock Central Time. I'm sorry, 1 o'clock East Coast Time for Mike Lindell. And hopefully he'll explain why he was at the White House yesterday. There you go. All right, I'm going to log off. You guys have a fantastic day. We'll see you at 1 o'clock. See ya.